Hail, Reckoners, and welcome back. Today's indie game is Acceptance. Let me take a moment to read to you the description from the download page. Made in a 1-month time limit for Jam for Leelah, Acceptance is a visual novel adaptation of a Twine game made around 3 years ago by a trans woman in the early stages of gender transition. Designed to reflect some of the day-to-day challenges of early transition, Acceptance sets out to put players who strongly identify with their birth gender in a position where they have to experience some of the more challenging aspects of how it feels to live life while trans. So it's a visual novel, and I think this will be very interesting, so I am eager to go. Let's start the game. Some days are worse than others. That's just the way it is. Gender here is treated as binary, which of course, it isn't. Warning, branches of the story may contain certain triggers. There are triggers for sexual assault and suicide within the story. Let's try and avoid both of those, okay? Yeah. I can modify the preface. I'm not gonna do that. This story is specifically for you. Yes, you! As such, I need to ask you, the reader, a very important question before we start. Are you a man or a woe man? I'm a man. I'm a man. All caps, man. No, you're not. You might think you're a man. You might have always thought that you were a man. I'm sorry, but you are a woman. You're a woman, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure you learn that fact. You'll eventually give up. You'll eventually resign yourself to your fate. You'll eventually accept that you're, at your core, just as much of a woman as you look like to the rest of us. You'll accept that you're the woman the world tells you that you are. You take a look in the mirror. The face in front of you is not your own. You see a woman with soft, curvy features who would probably be considered cute or pretty by most standards if you'd only kept that long hair. You see a woman. You do not see yourself. You feel an unbelievable disconnect between the woman facing you in the mirror and the very core of yourself. She's not ugly as such, but she's not you. She couldn't be further from you. You couldn't feel further apart from each other. I guess it's time to face the day. You proceed with your daily routine. You head to the bathroom for a quick shower, avoiding all the feminine scented products you've yet to throw out and settling for plain soap. Drying yourself off, you venture back to your room to start. The morning binder dance, a hip-wiggling, occasionally jumping routine trying to force 2 large breasts under 3 layers of medical-grade compression wear. After a few minutes of grunting, adjusting, and attempting to avoid a chest that still looks like a woman's, the rest of getting dressed can commence. You dig through last night's clothing and extract what passes for a packing device, something to make you feel you have something down below. This is giving me flashbacks to, a previous life. No, I took a LGBT lit class in college. Read a book. I really do not remember the name, but, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of overlap in this. A bit of arrangement later, and you have something that looks like a package. Boom. Yeah, it's pretty passable from this sketch. I'd say I would have guessed this was a man. Oh, whoa. Cool layout. Give up, stop fighting. I think we're gonna go with continue. You decide to head out for the day. There's a little cinema in town doing a single showing of your favorite film, Curse of the Golden Flower, which you couldn't possibly miss in all its huge screen glory. I actually have not heard of that film. It sounds fantastic. Now I just need a ticket. Can I help you? 1, please. Certainly. Do you have a discount card? Your discount card still says Catherine on it, and you really dislike people seeing that name if you can help it. You really need to order a new one. I don't. It'll be full price then. You grab a drink and some popcorn and head in, grabbing yourself a great seat. About an hour in, you really need the bathroom. You don't mind missing a few minutes of the film. You know it inside out anyway. Yeah, we got to choose. I say we bluff. You walk into the men's bathroom as quickly as possible. There are a few men washing their hands, but you pay them little attention. Good, you shouldn't pay anybody attention in the bathroom unless they're doing something completely bonkers. You make a rush straight for the stall. You always feel like some kind of undercover spy in here, in the worst possible way. You feel like any minute you're going to make a mistake and blow your cover. You have every reason to be in here, but others don't seem to feel that way. How does he know?
Fucking queer's in here. I don't want him staring at me.
Oh, wait. So, why? How are they talking about me? I'm in a stall. I can't possibly be staring at anybody, can I? Anyway, shite. This isn't going to go as smoothly as you'd hoped. Another stall door is opened, and one of the blokes is suddenly looking down at you. He squints at you as you're adjusting your packer and binder. This is insane.
Hey up. Hey up. Ain't you a girl? What the fuck are you doing in here?
Oi, mate. I'm not a girl. You attempt to grumble at him, but your voice doesn't quite match up with your claim. He laughs, seemingly reassured you're not a threat.
Get out of here, love. This ain't your bathroom.
Is this a man on the left? I'm being part of the problem here. I'm trying to guess gender based off of appearance, but I'm just curious of the situation, as it were. I'm assuming it's a man with longish hair.
Fucking idiot birds can't even tell which is which. Maybe she wanted some company, who knows?
And I'm gone. You quickly walk away from them and leave the cinema. You know you're safe, no fight happened, but you really don't want to stay in the building. The icky feeling of being violated sticks to you pretty well. I mean, even if this person was biologically a man, having somebody burst into a stall with them, that's pretty, I'd feel violated, certainly. Like, they have every right to feel violated. It's a weird situation. Anyway, you've had enough after the bathroom incident and leave pretty quickly to this. You're a bit fed up, a bit stressed. You decide you'd rather get some exercise and work off those emotions than wallow in them. Ooh, I love swimming. Oh, crap. See, I have the luxury of loving swimming because I don't have to wear a bathing suit for the wrong gender. Don't be silly, you can't go swimming. I shouldn't laugh, it's terrible. Sure, you love swimming, but you've not done it in years. With a body as disgustingly feminine as yours, there's no way you could go swimming without some kind of major incident. I mean, I guess the revulsion must be pretty high. Like, if you liked swimming enough, you could put on a bathing suit and go swimming. But, like, I mean, it just must really, great that you can't do that. That you can't because it's not a hard thing to do, but emotionally, psychologically it is. So that's a good way to couch this issue. Anyway, we did that, yes. To be fair, you've not actually tried to go swimming in several years, but you just know it's not going to go well. Yeah, certainly. You should probably go to the gym instead. They tricked me. Good job, game. You decide to head home before heading to the gym to get changed. Sure, it's an hour round trip to do that rather than the 5-minute walk to the gym, but you'd rather not go through that whole pick a gender binary bollocks again. An hour or so later, you arrive at the gym, already in your workout clothes. You're in a pair of baggy tracksuit trousers, a sports bra with a binder over the top, and a baggy t-shirt. You've packed a baggy hoodie just in case. If people start making a fuss about your gender, throwing on the hoodie at least means people are more likely to notice that you want to be seen as male, even if you're less comfortable working out in it. You spend some time on the treadmill with headphones on, running faster than you probably should. Why is that? Oh, because you can't maintain it, I guess. So is it a workout thing or a gender thing? You jump on one of the exercise bikes and throw yourself into one of the programs, the resistance really pushing you to the limits. You decide to finish off the session with a boxing class. Maybe having a fight with a punch bag will help you take your mind off the way today has been going. You head into the class and begin to attack the punching bag, noticing the occasional stare back at you. From the bag? Not sure why, you continue your jabs. Okay, this is a little weird. More and more people are looking your way. Finally, someone speaks up. You know this is a men's only class, right? Yeah, of course. Then why are you still here? It hits you. You forgot. Yep, you forgot that in spite of the fact you're male, have always thought of yourself as male, and never considered yourself anything but male, the world disagrees with you. You're not welcome here. This is an actual class? Interesting. It's a bit too late to switch into something that makes your gender presentation more obvious, so you just turn and walk away. Today has been a bit of a waste. No use trying to salvage it from here. I guess it's very inconvenient to dress maximally into one gender. You want to go home. Question is, do you head home the busy way through the high street, or do you take the longer but less populated route home to avoid more issues? So we've already displayed that we are willing to go through quite a bit to avoid the hassle. For example, that hour round trip for the gym. However, I'm curious. Maybe I'm being sadistic. But I'm curious what things... Oh, crap, though. Yeah, we don't want to get that sexual assault end, do we? Hopefully this will be safer that way. You decide to head home via the high street. People are usually too preoccupied with their own life to pay you much attention. You're right. The problem? Today's not your day. Today, the universe is determined to prove to you that, despite everything you have ever felt about yourself, you are really a woman. The universe isn't going to let you have an easy day today. As you're walking down the high street, you notice a vague feeling of dizziness accompanied with shortness of breath. You carry on walking, trying to breathe deeply against the binder. I imagine that would be very restrictive on your lungs. Barely 10 steps later, you black out. Wow. Coming to, you notice that your chest feels freer. Your hands jolt to your chest and discover someone cut your binder open to let you breathe properly. Someone is kneeling next to you. Look at that guy in the background saying, "Tee-hee, I'm off to the chocolatier." Anyway. Hang on. Are you okay? Can you breathe alright now? You've fainted in the middle of the street. Okay. What happened to my, vest? I had to cut it open to help you breathe easier. I'm so sorry for ruining your clothes. It's okay. There's an ambulance on the way. Do you wait for the ambulance to arrive or head home straight away? I'm actually not sure what the protocol is. I feel like once an ambulance is called, you should wait. Because you don't want them to show up for nothing and make this guy look like a dick. On the other hand, I'm assuming we don't actually need the services of an ambulance. I'll be polite and wait for the ambulance, I guess. The ambulance crew arrives to look you over. You seem to be fine, but we'd like to take you to the hospital to check for anything that happened from the fall. No way. You think back to the cinema, to your deep dislike for people hearing that stupid feminine name that follows you everywhere you go. You have the assumptions about your true gender that people make when they see or hear that name. You just want to go home. I feel fine. I just really want to go back home and rest. Okay, miss. Please do go to A and E if anything untoward happens. Thank you. Stop fighting and accept. No way. No. Why is the continue option gone? Never stop fighting. Fine. We're gonna choose this bottom one. You're done. Today is just too much for you. You can't get through another day like today. It's just not an option. You grab a few packets of pills, swallow them blindly, and lie in bed, tears running down your face. That sucks. Is it the end of the game? What's happening? Is the game gonna crash? Just a long... let it sink in. Let the pain of not fit... I'm sure, what would be the one phrase to describe what's happening now? It's not that we don't fit in. It's that we're ostracized for trying to be who we are, I guess is the more accurate way to display this. Okay, we're just getting a black screen. I may have to... There we go. You awake in a panic. You're alive and you're somewhat glad of this. You head for the hospital. You head down there feeling surprisingly undead. You head there hoping you could take back your choice from last night. You never wanted to die. Oh. I'm oblivious. I completely misinterpreted what happened. I was like, taking pills without looking, that's kinda dumb. I couldn't do the basic arithmetic to figure out that meant I was committing suicide. That's what tried to happen. Gosh, dang it. I completely missed out on that moment. I'm a dunce. So that happened, but we didn't die, that's good. You never wanted to die. That's not why you tried to kill yourself. I assumed the pills were sleeping pills, and I just didn't look at them because I was in a rush. I'm sure they probably were sleeping pills, but I took, a lot. You just didn't want to live the life you were living anymore. It's not that you hate life, you love living and are terrified of death. You're just scared to face another day like yesterday. You don't want to give in and accept that you're a woman, just because you're being told you are one. You don't want to have to be scared in general everyday life. Your doctors quickly see you and give you some kind of medication they claim was to counter what you took. You know it's a lie, you know it's going to make you throw everything up. Sure enough, you empty your stomach. You're feeling hotter than ever, your skin feels like it's on fire, and that fire is on fire, but you're alive. As soon as you're able, you leave the hospital. Nobody knows you were there. Nobody knows. Hopefully, tomorrow will be better. Hopefully, I can find a world where I can just live my life. That was short, and not a happy ending. I mean, I don't know what I expected. I think we'll cut the episode here, and we'll do the... let's do it in both goes. So, the question is, do I want to try and get other endings? I suspect not. Oh man, which is, I'm not gonna choose which is, which is worse, suicide or rape? Jeez. I'm not gonna try and go for the sexual assault ending, because I just don't want to read that. Let's see what happens when we go to the other story. I'm curious about that. So I'm a woman. No, you're not. You might think you're a woman. You might have always thought that you were a woman. I'm sorry, but you're a man. You're a man, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure you learn that fact. You'll eventually give up. You'll eventually return to the fate. You'll eventually accept that you, at your core, not as much as a man as you look blah 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 blah. I'm sorry, I can't read. I'm blubbing. We already read this spiel. You see a man, shaded with a light grazing of stubble across his face and neck. You see a man that could have been as handsome by conventional standards. You see a man who, with a shorter haircut, would probably be desirable to many. You see a man, you do not see yourself. You feel an unbelievable disconnect between the man facing you in the mirror and the very core of yourself. He's not ugly as such, but he's not you. He couldn't be further from you. You couldn't feel farther apart from each other. I guess it's time to face the day. You proceed with your daily routine. You head to the bathroom to shave, apply foundation and a little bit of eyeliner. You can still see that imposter's face under there, but you feel a little less directly connected to him. You feel a little more like yourself. You head back to your room, use dress tape to keep your breast forms in place, before proceeding to get dressed for the day. You layer a couple of pairs of underwear to keep everything flat and out of the way as best you can, layering a pair of red and black checkered tights over the top. You pop out a plain black skirt, a black t-shirt, a black long-sleeved jacket, and finish it all off with a black scarf dotted with red butterflies. I like this black and red motif. I can get behind this. You look at yourself in the mirror. It's a very, Mirror Universe Alice in Wonderland. You look a little more like yourself than you did, and you smile a little. It's an understated outfit. With your hair the length it is, and covering much of your face, you're unlikely to have many people pay you a second thought on the street, just the way you like it. That's how I like it. You decide to head out for the day. There's a little cinema in town doing a single showing of your favorite film, Pulp Fiction. I have seen that movie, which you couldn't possibly miss in all its huge screen glory. No, I just need a ticket. Can I help you? One, please. Certainly. Is it the same discount card problem? Indeed, it is. Full price. What a pity. I'm assuming you have to go to the bathroom. About an hour in, you really need the bathroom. You don't mind missing a few minutes of the film, you know it's inside out anyway. Yes, indeed. So, again, I say we try to bluff it. There are a few women at the mirror, but you pay them little attention. You make a rush straight for the stall. I'm assuming this is going to be the same issue here. Someone mumbles through the door. Ladyboy. This isn't going to go as smoothly as you'd hope. Someone leaves the bathroom, only to return quickly with what sounds like a man. Yep, that's definitely a man she's brought back in with her. They're in here. You eventually leave the stall. You can't stay there forever. A man stands between you and the exit, his wife with him. That's kind of creepy. She should have gotten... I mean, if she was going to interfere in this way, I feel like it would have been more appropriate for her to bring in a cinema employee rather than another random man. Anyway.
What do you think you're doing in the ladies?
Going to the bathroom, and if you'd move, I'll be going back to my film.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. You don't come in here and get whatever fucked up thrill it is you get from dressing this way. Pervs like you dressing like a woman to try and fuck my missus, not on my watch.
That speaks volumes about his missus if he thinks that is how one gets with her. How did he get with her? I guess he would know. That's a very interesting chain of thought you have there, sir.
You're going to leave and you're never coming back here, you sicko. If you don't leave, I'll be calling security and getting them to drag your fucking ass out by force.
You quickly walk away from them and leave the cinema. You know you're in the right. You really don't feel up to this fight happening yet again. You've had enough after the bathroom incident and leave pretty quickly. You're a bit fed up, a bit stressed. You decide you'd rather go exercise. Indeed, we can't go swimming. You fooled me once. So sad. You decide to head home before heading to the gym to get changed. Indeed, our trip out of the way, we changed anyway. An hour or so later, you arrive at the gym, already in your workout clothes. So I'm assuming this is going to be a fairly similar outfit, a more gender-neutral type outfit. Let's see. You're in a pair of baggy tracksuit trousers, a sports bra, and a baggy t-shirt. Why the sports bra? Is he going through the physical transition? You've packed a second, more fitted t-shirt in your bag too, rather than a lumpier one. If people start making a fuss about your gender, switching to a more fitted top at least means people are more likely to notice that you want to be seen as female, even if you're less comfortable working out in it. Imagine it's uncomfortable to work out in a bra of any sort regardless of gender. You spend some time on the treadmill with headphones on, running faster than you probably should. You head over to the free weights and spend a little time doing repeated toning exercises with some of the lighter weights. You decide to finish off this session with some Zumba, hoping a bit of fun and some dancing will take your mind off the way today has been going. You head into the class and begin to dance, noticing the occasional stare back at you. Not sure why, you continue dancing. Okay, this is a little weird. More and more people are looking your way. It's because I'm such a good dancer, obviously. Finally, someone speaks up. She looks like she's about to draw a katana.
You know this is a women's only class, right?
Yes, of course.
Then why are you still here?
It hits you. You forgot. Yep, you forgot that in spite of the fact you are female, have always thought of yourself as female, and never considered yourself anything but female. The world disagrees with you. You're not welcome here. It's a bit too late to switch into something that makes your gender presentation more obvious, so you can just turn and walk away. Today has been a bit of a waste. No use trying to salvage it from here. You want to go home? Indeed. I'm going to choose the less populated route. Because I want to see what happens. I'm gonna get sexually assaulted. I know this. So sorry, guys. Sorry. I just trying to explore different options here. It's starting to get a little dark. You started your day later than planned, and that hour round trip for your gym stuff pushed your day back a bit. You walk the back streets home, hoping to avoid seeing more people than you have to. You notice that someone is following you. You start to walk faster, rounding a corner and stopping dead in your tracks, hoping whoever is following you will just walk right by. It'd be a bit too obvious for them to reach you and stop dead in their tracks, right? Wrong. He rounds the corner, sees you, and stops. Hello, beautiful. He's clearly drunk. That's not just the slurring. The fact you got called beautiful is a sign that you're probably dealing with someone drunk. Sober men never think you're attractive. He grabs your breasts, squeezing firmly. You cry out and kick him straight in the groin. He crumples. You run. You run as fast as possible. You bitch. As you run, you pull out your phone. Police, please, I've been assaulted by a man on the street. So he stumbled toward me and just grabbed my breasts, so I kicked him in the crotch and ran. As in your actual breasts, or just whatever you have stuffed in your top? What, officer? Your ID says you're a male. We can't really charge the man for grabbing at a handful of tissue. I feel like there's gotta be some law about the violation of personal space type thing. Like, if I reach into somebody's pocket, that's pickpocketing. I guess he's not trying to steal my fake breasts. It's still, I think he's just being an uncooperative policeman. It's not like you felt anything anyway. Jeez, what a jerk. So you're letting this drunk perv go? I mean, he's probably like a repeat offender, this guy. Calm down, sir. Thank you for your time, officer. I shall go home now. You think back to the cinema, to your deep dislike for people, hearing that stupid male name that follows you everywhere you go. You have the assumption about your true gender that people make when they see or hear your name. You just want to go home. Indeed we do. We're gonna need some pills, aren't we? Yeah, oh, okay, right before this was, to go through another day like today is just not an option. That makes it pretty clear cut that I'm suiciding out. Taking that blue pill. Yeah. Go to the hospital. Yeah. We're alive, thank goodness. Hopefully tomorrow will be better, hopefully. Hopefully. Wow. So yeah, that was... I'm not sure what I expected going into it. That was, pretty brutal. I mean... Is there any upside? I mean, I feel like there has to be some upside. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it. I mean, I guess you're compelled. Rough. I don't really have any coherent thoughts to share at this time. It's a lot of turmoil, inner turmoil. So I'm gonna cut it off here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Signature catchphrase.